Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. Sorry, the Glowforge is running, but it's only going to run for this first part where I draw the prompts, okay? So I am back for the hashtag 50 stack challenge. It is a 25-week prompt assignment challenge. Each week I draw 2 prompts out of my little paper bag, and then the idea is to make 1 piece of ephemera for each of the prompts. So, for example, last week number 17 was Little Golden Book that I drew. So I made a journal pocket using a page from a Little Golden Book, but it could be any children's book. It doesn't have to be Little Golden Book, because I understand not everybody's going to have a Little Golden Book. So you could use any children's book. With these prompts, you just make it work for you, because it's supposed to just be fun and get us to think outside the box maybe a little bit and make ephemera for our journals. There's no, like, I'm not going to say you did it wrong or anything like that, okay? Number 18 is spring, and so I did a little bunny rabbit kind of tag flip booklet for spring, okay? And so we are going to draw 19 and 20. Can you guys believe it? I feel like we just started this and we're already to 19 and 20. That is just the craziest. I need a pen as well. So 19 is button. So for number 19, you will need to use anything that looks like a button, images of a button. Like, for example, on this, I have this button paper. You could use something like that. You could use a die cut of a button, and of course you can use real buttons. That's an obvious, but I'm just saying if you're not happy with maybe using the plastic button because of the thickness, you can use whatever works for you, okay? Number 20, we have art. So anything that you consider art. It doesn't mean you have to make some masterpiece and put it on a piece of ephemera. It means you can use a picture of maybe your favorite piece of art from a famous artist, or you can just do abstract marks on paper. That's still art. Anything we do, any of this really is art. So again, I am not the 50 stack challenge police, so you do you, however you interpret that, okay? I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So we have button for number 19. So for button, I am going to make a circle pocket, which we've all done probably before, but I'm going to put a big button in there. And I just did this by cutting a large circle using a circle cutter. And then I used my, it's an eyelet, the silent setter. I mean, and I know not everybody has these things, but you just need something that will reach. See, this can go anywhere. I don't have to try to get in there like with a crocodile or something. So that's how I did it. If you don't have a thing like that, I don't know. There might be other ways. I have no idea. But anyways, we're going to have that and have this big button go in our circle pocket, and then it can be used wherever. And I'm sorry I did this not with you guys. It's just I had to figure out if I could even figure out a way to punch the holes in the middle. And then I just used some seam binding that was coffee dyed to go through the holes like a button would be, or whatever, since obviously string or yarn or whatever might be too small. Oh, I forgot. I just inked that thing again because it just is not holding ink. I need to just get a new one. But it makes it real. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to back this. I have the piece of paper sitting right here and I can't even remember to do that. So this is Tim Holtz paper. I think it might be one of his Halloween ones, but you know, it doesn't really matter. They're just pretty, really pretty backgrounds. So anyhow, that's what I'm using. I'm going to find my glue. There it is. I just moved everything around because, like I told you guys, I got the light, the ring light, and it's huge, and so I had to switch everything around to make it work. And I think it's good. I like the light. It's a lot of light, so I'm hoping we don't have any more light issues. And if it's too bright, like just bright, you can change that in your settings of your device so that it's, you know, not too bright. But doing crafts, you know, you want people to be able to see what you're making. You don't want it to be dark, because that's not very helpful for the people that do want to watch for the crafting part of it. I can see late at night that it probably would be pretty bright, but you can, like I said, go into your settings and make it a little less bright there. I managed to get glue everywhere like I always do, because I'm good like that. So how are you guys doing? I hope you are doing fantastic. I am doing well. Did I say my hugs and blessings? I don't think I did I? Oh, I'm so the worst at this. I'm telling you. Hold on just a minute. I'll be right back. Hey, I am back. You think I could remember that by now, but nope. So hugs and blessings to Hazel, Janet, and Christy. Thank you guys so much for your kind comments and for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. And welcome to new subscribers. Welcome back to continuing subscribers. I really appreciate all of you very much. Sorry, I know this is like watching paint dry, but I want to back this so that you can write on it, because that Tim Holtz paper is pretty dark and I really suck at cutting a circle. Why is something that seems so easy so hard? It's like our brains can't, well, I can't even cut a straight line. What am I talking about? But anyway, it just doesn't come out right. It comes out all wonky and weird. I keep getting caught because my glue's not dry. If you let your glue dry, that might make it easier, right? Oh my goodness. But see, now you can use it as a journaling card and write something on there. Okay, so then I have this, and the way you do this is you have to cut this circle, cut another circle the same size, cut it in half, and then you need to make that circle that's going to go inside smaller so that it will slide in and out of the pocket. Otherwise, you know, it won't work. So I don't know who came up with those first, but they are super fun and I do like to make them, and I just forget about them all the time. So it was like every time I do something round, like, you know, the prompt or whatever is circle or something, I think of these pockets, but I don't ever think of them any other time. So yeah, go figure, right? Who knows? Have my heater going. It's Friday for me, but wind's blowing a million miles an hour. Tired of the winter thing. I always get real tired of that. About a weekend and I'm ready to be done with it. I'm ready to go out riding our razor. My husband and I have one of those side-by-side, I don't know what else you call it, four-wheeler or whatever they are. Anyways, we have one of those, and if you don't know, if you haven't been watching me very long, but we like to do that. We didn't get to do it very much last summer, which just seemed like every weekend there was something going on. So I'm hoping we get to do it more this year, because it's really fun to go do that. It gets us out and we hike around too, and I don't know, it's just fun. Otherwise, we kind of are homebodies. We don't go out a lot, which is fine with me because I'm an introvert and it's a little torturous going out. It's nothing against anyone. It's just I get overwhelmed. Okay, so then I have some of the little bits. These are die cuts that are in my Etsy shop. They're Grandma's Attic, and they're all cut out of kind of craft colored cardstock. I'm just going to ink them for this one, but you could, like I put on that last journal, I put like a little dress on one of these, I mean, you can do all kinds of things with them, but I'm just going to ink it for this. And this is one of the thread spools, and there's a piece of thread coming out off of it. I just cut that off because I wanted to use it as like a ribbon wrap or whatever you want to call it. Place to put the ribbon. I think I might give a little background here with some digital paper. But yeah, you could color those up all kinds of ways. I am sure of it. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play with them, but any way you use other die cuts, really. I mean, obviously. Leave them plain like I am, or make them look fantastic. I just want a little, some kind of design on the background. This is from my People of the Past digital. I have places, pieces, and people. So, all kinds of grungy goodness. These ones aren't particularly grungy, but you can make them grungy. Do I even like that? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just like it with the green color underneath. Just feels like it needs a little something. Maybe some like book page or something would be good. Extraction of the square root. No, thank you. I will have to pass on that. Oh, you know what would be better is some sewing stuff. Took all the guts out of there. I might use a little piece of that, but I think we can use this. And look at how mangled this is. It was mangled when I got it, so. Let's go over here a little bit. So what kind of things you guys got going on? You got crazy weather? Everybody has been telling me lately how crazy their weather is. It's that spring thing, I'm telling you. It's fall and spring. It just goes completely cuckoo. But I think it is worse in the spring. Like, it cannot decide. Is winter over? Is it not? Is what? It's just crazy. So this obviously would be a good one for like a sewing journal or something of that nature, which I haven't done in ages. I did do one. I have a sewing digital that I made a few things with, but have not in quite some time because I've been doing all these other things. So yeah, I think that's gonna go there. This will go down here. These might just go over here. I know they're giant, but it doesn't matter. It's just all representation, right? I'm gonna put this crazy bit of math there because I like the color of it. How much of it? I don't know. Probably just a little bit. Like so. That will work. I've been seeing a lot of these round pockets on Instagram lately, like multiples of them on things. I don't know. They look really cool though. I just flipping through, you know, I'm not really analyzing, but they look so neat. And why do I forget about them all the time? I don't know. But happens. It's too many things, too many fun things to make. And I've been stuck on the full page pockets. Those I've been wanting to do for a while, but it always seemed like there wasn't enough room on the the journal page. So there's a little more room when I do these flip-flop journals on those cover pages. And so it's just fun. Sorry if you hear my stomach, it's growling at me. It's almost dinner time. It's like, I know, leave me alone. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. I had to get a filling, not like I had a cavity, but I might have mentioned this, but like, I guess I brushed my teeth too hard. So the gum wears away. My dad had the same problem, so I think it's also that we just don't have the best gums in the whole wide world. But yeah, so they just had to fill it to make sure it didn't get a cavity. So that was an easy one though, because I didn't have to do a whole lot of drilling or anything. A little bit, but nothing awful. I'm trying to figure out how I want this button, because I did the holes a little bit crooked. But shh, don't tell anybody. I think that'll work. All right, so there is button. I have a giant button right there. Okay, and then we're gonna do art. And one of my favorite kinds of art to do is collage. I love collage, which you probably know if you've been watching me for a while. So we are gonna take this piece of manila file folder, and I just cut it so that it'll fit on in my journal. Oopsie. Upside down, Amy. Like it's a hair right here on a page, and then it's going to be a tuck spot, but it'll be all collaged right here. So that's what we're going to do. But first it needs to get aged a little bit. So I think I'm going to put some tissue on it. And I can't decide what kind I want. This one has the blue, but I think I'm just going to try to mostly not get a whole lot of writing. I just really want to cover it to give it a little age, like we did on the cover. So basically, very similar idea. I got a whole stack of junk to collage with. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue on this. You might not be able to see me over here at my glue book, but that's all I'm doing. Is putting glue all over that so that I can put down the tissue. You can decoupage it if you want to do that, but see, I'm just going to put a whole bunch of other stuff over it, so I don't feel like that's really necessary. The big thing, obviously, is to get your, you know, your corners and that, because that's where it always seems like it comes undone, if it's going to come undone. These turn kind of pink. Oh, nice ink. It's just ink. It's just ink. Yeah, they turn a little bit pink when they're wet, which is odd. And I'm putting a matte side up so it's not shiny. And I kind of like some of those wrinkles. I think they're good. Not that you're going to see a whole lot of this whole background piece anyway, but I still like to do my layers. Oh, see, I kind of missed that whole bit right there, because I'm real good at that. Yeah, our wind has been crazy whipping lately. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's true. And that makes it colder in the house. I mean, it makes sense. It's that cold air kind of gets in a little easier when it's being pushed. But yeah, and I don't like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off. Another real exciting thing. And then we'll ink it. So note to self, don't brush your teeth too hard. Especially as you get old. Doesn't go well. It's always something, I'm telling you. If you don't brush them hard enough, then they're like, oh, there's plaque on your teeth. It's like, which one do you want? What do you want from me? I'm trying. I mean, it's not their fault. It's just so frustrating. I always tend to overdo things, so that's, my daughter's been having a heck of a time because she's got all these projects she's working on for the end of, you know, her year and all that, to get her degree, and she's like I am, unfortunately. I wish she was like her dad more, but she gets herself all wound up and like paralyzes herself because she can't get going, you know. And it's like, I just keep telling her, just take little bits at a time. That's what I've figured out. If you just try to go, okay, I'm going to do, you know, the font today and do all the wording or lettering or whatever the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Just like take it a bite at a time rather than, you know, trying to stick the whole pizza in your mouth. That's basically what it is. And it took me forever to get there. And I still sometimes will completely paralyze myself when I have too many things going on. So, and then you just want to go get in bed. I don't ever do that because I'm not a nap person or anything like that. But that's just kind of what it does to you. It makes you feel like I'm just going to go sit and do nothing because I can't wrap my head around it, kind of thing. So, I don't know. We're just a silly bunch that suffer with anxiety. And people say, just relax. If only I could just relax. Can't imagine what that would be like. Okay, so I have some old book page, and this is super fragile, so I'm going to be very careful. It's like you look at it and it tears. So it doesn't really need anything because it's the patina is wow already, but we're just going to hit it a little. Okay. Some dictionary page. Grab a little more ink. And this one's very odd shaped, and I don't need to ink all that, but it's going to kind of tuck back behind here. So this will be one of the first pieces I glue down. So I'll get that glued. So yeah, this is one of my favorite art. I love looking at collages too, and you know what I do when I look at collages quite frequently? I think where all the pockets could be. Isn't that weird? But that's how I came up with those pocket pages and stuff like that, was looking at collages. This one I can't do a whole lot of pockets because this paper is so fragile and thin, most of it, because it's like all old paper, but I am going to do one pocket that I know of. But yeah, I definitely always think about that with collages. with the layers. It's like, ooh, you could stick a pocket there. Ooh, you could have a pocket there. Yeah, I do that. That I'm going to put back there like so. So I'll go ahead and glue that one down too, if I can get a hold of it again. And I love, like, I could just sit and glue old paper to things. just grab me a piece of file folder, whatever, and I'll just sit and glue paper to it, because I don't know what that is. You become like addicted. Like, I think about it when I'm on vacation or whatever. It's like, you're ridiculous. I'm a junkie for the junk. Guess it could be worse, right? I'm a paper addict. I've told you guys before, when I go to a craft store and I'm like, ooh, I want this paper. And my daughter's like, Mom, you have enough paper. I'm like, what did you say? It's not even a thing. Enough paper. What? She mostly draws and does stuff like that, so she doesn't have that paper addict thing. I think she'll get it eventually, because she has discovered she likes to collage. So it's like, So this is going to be my probably one pocket, and I think I actually might bring it up here. And that's just a glassine bag, a little one that I coffee dyed. And this side is better, of course, because it's the side that's getting glued down. Isn't that always the way? Yeah, I'm going to use this. It's always the way that the side that you don't ever see is the nice, super stained coffee stain side. I just wrinkled it up real nice. Come over just a little bit more. And get that. Ooh, I did not know that was coming undone. None of that. I want that nice and stuck down so it doesn't get caught up on anything. Okay. Then I have some Braille. And I'm going to ink this. Yeah, she discovered last summer that she likes to collage. Playing around with all my scraps. My gigantic bucket of scraps. But she still doesn't get my cuckoo paper collecting thing. Hey, she collects books, so she's so funny because she likes what I do, but every time I start talking about, I'm going to take this book apart and do this and that, and she's like, it's like, most of the books I take apart aren't anything, I don't know that you would be interested in reading, or, you know, a lot of them are already falling apart, or they're the ones at the dollar store. If you want, you can go get a bunch because they're $1. And a lot of them are nasty, for lack of a better term. Okay, I got, oh, that's not going to work now, I don't think. I forgot about this one. And I don't want to cover that up either. I forgot about my I neglected my layers. What was next thing? I'm sure I did it more than once. We shall see. this one I know I need. See, I did. I totally neglected my layers. Luckily, this is a glassine bag right here. Because this one needs to go. And it needs to get torn. And I'm sticking to everything. My son is doing so good here. Oh my gosh. He's like a new person, and I'm very happy about that because he was not happy when he came home last summer. He was miserable. And I don't know that he even really knew why. You know how you do that sometimes? You're just like, I don't know why I'm miserable, but I'm miserable. And I think it was just everything, like, wasn't going, he wasn't learning what he thought he needed to learn up there. And I don't know, just a lot of things. But anyways, so he's much happier here too. So that is fantastic. Likes professors, all of it. So this I wanted to put and then have some piano roll, and I want, like, I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's what I'm gonna do. So you see those little black designs through the piano roll? Plus it'll just hide this a little bit more too. Not that it has to be hidden, but that makes it fun. Then it's like a secret pocket. Okay, I'm gonna have to put glue on that braille again. Oh, is that gonna get, no, it's not. Just stop. Yeah, good, okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on here. It's real sticky still, but just to make sure I get my edge real good. Because it might have dried a little here and there. Okay, very good. Now I'm gonna put a strip of this here because I like it. Because it's old and crusty. Piece of this. I want this one over here. Yeah, maybe I do want that one over there. And then this is just some random thing that my printer printed out. Blank pages, total pages, you know, it was one of those test whatever things. Ugh, that wind. Misery. Misery. That's a good thing. Just don't love it. Great for clean air. That is a fact. Other than when it gets blowing the agricultural fields, the dirt around after they plow. And then it's not great because then I about die from asthma. That's a fall thing though, usually. Well, it does happen in the spring too, but not yet. It's not time yet. Not time. And these little ABCs are going to go right over here. This one. I really inked the heck out of this, not meaning to, but it's fine. Move it up a little bit. My fingers are so sticky. Oh my goodness. Okay, then we have the piece de resistance. And it is this picture that I absolutely love. Look at these guys. I love that. It's from a airplane book that I have, you know, when they were first testing planes and all that. And these guys the picture was like out in the middle of a desert on dirt, you know. It's these two guys. Probably, I don't know what they do because I am definitely no aviation expert, but they're doing something to help the planes. And it just cracks me up. I love it. Love it. And the life insurance thing is perfect for it. Okay, so there's that. And then we have just some other little bits. And there is quite a lot of room here because that's just, you know, long and skinny. So I don't know if I want to worry about that. Or if I just want it to be what it is. Sorry. This is an Artie Mays ticket. I think she calls them oddments, or that's what it's called, oddments. Maybe I want to scoot them down a little bit more. Yeah, I'm going to do some stamping too, so we're not done yet. Oh no. It's more of this math. Because I'm sure it takes lots of math to make all these things happen. Well, I know it does, but that's all over my head. That's above my pay grade, that's for sure. Drawing it there. I can put it there. Okay, I'm going to put these on. This is from, I think that's from my Rust and Numbers kit, digital kit. Put it down here a little more. And I need yet another glue page. And this, so this will go in this abandoned journal because I'm kind of got that manly theme happening. Oh, my fingers are stuck together so bad. And then let me see if I have a tag that'll fit in that pocket. I don't know. I like this tag. It's too big. Does this one fit? It does, it does. How much is it going to stick out? Ooh, not bad at all. That will work. I don't know about this. So there's at least one tag in there. Not a lot, but then it's also going to be a tuck on the side, so that is fine. I don't think at the moment I want anything. Oh, I do want something else. I lied. I told a fib. Some type of stamp might be fun. Not pink. Not thinking pink is the color. Ew, I do like these that are Like the face is all blocked out. If I do that though, you're not gonna see. That would work. I don't have to do anything to these because they're nice and grungy already. Or, you know, they're just patinaed. And then they have the stamp cancellation on them. Those are good. And then we're going to do some stamping on there. Use my weird random bunch of junk that I used to make marks. I'm going to take this out before I stamp on it. I haven't done like a large-ish collage in quite some time because I don't do the Marguerite Miller collage anymore. Just because I started doing other challenges. And so, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I feel a bit out of practice for a large collage. Okay. I need like a number or something. We're going to continue that number on. It's going to be a long number. Oh, we don't want all these the same though. That would be a bummer. We could put an X in there. That might be fun. Why not? I like it. Put a little script. Yep. This is that shelf liner stuff. Okay, I think it's done. So that will go in that journal. I think I might want to put just a little more rusty color. Oops. See, you find all your boo-boos when you mess with it long enough. I don't want to smear that black all over the place because it's still wet, especially that. And I have done it. I'm going to take some of this and just, this is just water, kind of get some of the edges a little. And I'll just let it dry. Oh, you know what else would be kind of good on it? Is some Stabilo All. Couldn't think of the name of it until I looked at it. Oh, my brain. It's a terrifying place sometimes. Carol Laws just found a journal that she had put away, and she couldn't find it, and she was all worried, you know, or, you know, he used to feel like a ding-dong, and it's like, Carol, I do that stuff like almost daily, so don't feel bad. I've always been kind of ditzy, though. And I say that, I'm not picking on myself. I just mean, like, sometimes it's like, wow. You go do stuff by yourself? Like, what? I don't know. It's just weird. This just adds, you can kind of make that gray because it's water soluble. And so when you add water, it kind of acts like a watercolor pencil or something like that. So they're just fun to play with. Just adds a little something. And it's a good thing to do, like on, there's quite a bit of white paper on here. It's kind of a good thing to do on the white because it gives you another color with that gray rather than ink with the brown. So I like to play with those. They give a cool look, I think. I'm sure some people think I ruin it when I do this kind of stuff, but it's all right. We all have our thing, right? Otherwise, we'd all be making the exact same thing, and that'd be a real snooze fest. All right. That's what I got for today. For, what are our prompts? See? Oh my goodness. Art is this one, and button. Button and art. 19 is button, 20 is art. I'm not going to put that tag back in there, but you guys know the tag goes in there before I ruin it by getting it wet. Because it is a digital. I got water everywhere. Luckily, it's just water. Alrighty, guys. So button and art. And you interpret it however you want. I just think it's fun to see what everybody comes up with. It just is so cool. So just have fun. Enjoy. And I will see you again soon. Love you guys. Bye now.